Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so after months and months of investigations, as a lot of these particular cases do when it comes to PEDs in boxing, Dillian Whyte has finally got an outcome, which is that he has been cleared by the Texas Commission. Now, there might be a bit of a misconception out there saying, well, who's the Texas Commission? What's that got to do with anything? It should be another commission like the British Boxing Board of Control. However, but Dillian Whyte is not licensed with the British Boxing Board of Control. He's licensed with the Texas Commission. He hasn't been licensed by the British Boxing Board of Control for quite some time. So they have nothing to do with it. And they're saying that the reason for Dillian Whyte's adverse finding was because a forensic expert who investigated this case said that Dillian Whyte was a victim of a contaminated supplement that was not disclosed among the ingredients. So in other words, he didn't ingest or take something intentionally. So to boil it down, I suppose, Dillian Whyte was taking whatever kind of pre-workout, post-workout, whatever kind of supplement that he was taking, and within the ingredients, this particular substance that was found and banned wasn't on the list, wasn't on the ingredients, but it was in there. Now, you could say, but that's impossible. How would they know? Well, because Dillian Whyte will only have been taking certain supplements. And the forensic, the people who are investigating it, would have got all of his substances and tested all of them to see if anything banned was in those substances. Identify which particular ones they were, and then looked at the ingredients. Okay, so that's not actually on there. So it's not his fault. Now, some people will take that and say, hey, fair enough, we're not the doctor. They know what they're doing. Okay, cool. Other people look at it when they've already made the decision, like they do with a lot of things. Dillian Whyte is guilty. He knew what he was doing. Now he's got away with it because he's paid the right people off and whatever else, okay? Listen, you can't change people's minds. People are going to be the experts regardless because they're better than doctors and all that kind of good stuff, right? But it does make sense. Of course it makes sense. I mean, why would you intentionally take something, unless, of course, you're a big baby Jarrett Miller with multiple substances, why would you do that when you've got a huge, huge fight coming up? He was supposed to take on Anthony Joshua. Win, lose or draw, he was going to get paid very, very handsomely. On top of all the money he's already made, that's retirement fund right there, isn't it? So you're not really going to intentionally do something when you know you're going to be tested. You could look at the Jarrett Miller situation and say, well, same situation with him. It was life-changing for him. That one fight with Anthony Joshua, win, lose or draw. His financial status would have been secured for life, providing he's careful. So why would he do it intentionally? But Dillian Whyte didn't. Well, difference is that Dillian Whyte has been part of the VADA program. He's been part of UCAD. He's been part of all kinds of different testing programs all his career. Jarrett Miller wasn't. He refused to sign up to a lot of these testing agencies until he had no choice when he signed to fight Anthony Joshua. Then, of course, they found multiple substances. That is what it is, okay? Listen, people's going to have their own opinions, but that is the news. So well done to Dillian Whyte. He's now been cleared. So now his boxing career will commence. With whom, I don't know. Obviously, you've got fighters that he manages now who were once with Matchroom, such as Alan Babbage. He's now a Sky Sports boxer fighter, who's, of course, going to be taking on my friend Stephen Robinson. Yes, and I will be on the opposite corner to Dillian Whyte in that particular fight, of course. Listen, I like Alan Babbage, but hey, it is what it is. Friendship is friendship. He's got Fabio Wardley, who's also going to be on Sky Sports. So neither one of them is going to be on Matchroom. Now, does that mean Dillian Whyte will now go on Sky Sports? Maybe. Especially with some of the things that Eddie Hearn has said. Not that he said anything too derogatory or anything, but let's be honest, he's never really had Dillian Whyte's best interests at heart, has he? He hasn't. Where he openly backed, say, Conor Benn, but didn't openly back Dillian Whyte. He didn't. So, listen, regardless of what he does, it's going to be interesting as to what Dillian Whyte does. Will he sign up with Queensberry? Will he fight on Queensberry shows? Will he fight on Sky Sports shows? Will he go over to Top Rank? Will he go on PPC? Golden Boy? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But either way, Dillian Whyte has been cleared of any wrongdoings. His boxing career can now commence. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.